In every university, there's that one student who is extremely wealthy and arrives on campus in his luxury car. And in this story, that guy is our MC, Shun Yuan. Everyone in the university is jealous of him because he has a beautiful girlfriend and is wealthy. And other girls think that he deserves better like them. He was the talk of the whole university. He was living the dream of so many guys. But good things don't last long. His once extravagant, envy-inducing high-class lifestyle came to a halt in junior year. His family's 3 travel agencies went bankrupt, and his family also ended up with $1,000,000 in debt. Now he is living in a school dorm, and these new poor friends of his are nothing like the old rich playboy friends. And after he moved to this new dorm lifestyle, all his former rich friends have drifted away from him. His parents and little sister are also crammed into a rental. However, he is still positive about his life until he went to meet his girlfriend. His girlfriend is a stunning beauty. Her name is Zhou Wanting, and she wants to break up with him. Shocked, huh? What do you expect? You're a brookie right now. She looks like a gold digger girlfriend from every Manhua, and she has already started seeing someone, and he's going to pick her up in his fancy car. She gets ready to leave, saying it's best we never see each other again. However, Yuan is not like any other guy. He stops her from leaving and asks her to return all those designer bags he bought for her back then. She is shocked, and she is not going to return them. She is keeping them as payment for spending 3 years with him. Bro goes one step lower. She doesn't want to return those gifts. That's fine, but he wants to relive the daydream one last time with her. But that's not going to happen. She doesn't give free service to a poor guy. Her new boyfriend calls her to get inside and says that they are getting late. The new boyfriend also gets ready to drop Shen Yuan home safely. Since the new guy is being so kind to him, he also gives some good advice to the new guy and bids his farewell with Wanting. But he also gives the new guy another very good piece of advice. The fetish of his new girlfriend, what she likes and what she doesn't, especially in bed. She likes the nurse uniforms and police outfits, and what she loves to wear when they were. New guy is mad, curses Shun Yuan, and leaves from there. Even though his girl just left him, he still stays positive about life, and suddenly, something happens. A system happens, a perfect life system starting to load. Host, Shun Yuan, age, 21, height, 182 centimeters, weight, 72 kilograms. Wealth is 87, health is 72, stamina is 75, and skill is none. He is shocked and wonders if he is having a hallucination. This system is kind of different, and if people's favorability of him is above 60, and if he spends money on those girls with 60 favorability points, the system will reward him with triple the amount. He is confused about all of these situations. That's when someone calls his name from behind. A beautiful lady, Counselor Li Xiao. She saw everything. His breakup, tells him not to lose hope, and he will find someone better in the future. Yuan notices something, a number above her head, and it's 65. Her favorability toward him is 65. She is such a nice teacher. She cheers for him. Seeing that number, Yuan also gets ready to use his system on her. She is also there to inform him about the scholarship she mentioned last time. However, it's just a few thousand yuan, so he tells her to give it to someone who really needs it. Seeing him in such a situation, she tells him to come see her anytime if he ever has any trouble, even with love problems. She's about to leave, but Yuan stops her and gets ready to see how this system of his actually works. He buys her a can of cup milk for her kind words and advice. A message arrives on his phone, stating that his bank account has been credited with 18 yuan and his current balance is 99 yuan. Before he had 87 yuan in his account, he spent 6 yuan on milk tea. So the remaining was 81 yuan, and now it has been credited with 18 yuan. So the total is now 99 yuan in his account. He is surprised to see the actual money, and as long as Li Xiao's favorability remains above 60, he can keep on spending on her and continuously get system cash back. With this, he can clear his family debt. If managed well, his family will become even richer than before. But he only has 99 yuan in his account. He gets ready to quickly gather enough capital and find the right girl to spend on. So he got a loan, and now his total balance is 49,694 yuan. He buys a bag valued at 39,800 yuan to gift it to his teacher, Li Xiao. He also gets ready to make up a story that the bag is a cheap copy, so she will accept it. Otherwise, there is no way that she will accept such a costly bag from a dirt poor student. He comes to her room. She opens the door, and dang, she looks beautiful in that apron. Looks like she was cooking something and is surprised to see Yuan there. Yuan, without wasting time, gives her the bag, saying as a token of gratitude from a student she helped. She doesn't want to accept it because it looks expensive, but he informs her that it's a copy and only cost him 200 yuan. In the end, she accepts the gift and also gets ready to give him a return gift on his birthday. She then tells Yuan to come inside and have a meal with her, the meal she was cooking. His account gets credited with 119,400 yuan, and now his current balance is 120,200. He is surprised to see that much amount. He has spent that much amount before, but earning is first for him. This feeling is just amazing. She puts the plate for them, and he is surprised to see she is only putting 2 plates and asks her, where's her boyfriend? However, she doesn't have a boyfriend and is having trouble opening that apron. Yuan comes from behind and helps her with that apron. Another girl comes there shouting, what are you doing? This new girl, she is Li Zhao's sister, and her name is Li Ming, and she is giving him the vibe as if I caught you red-handed. He leaves after that, and Li Zhao is confused about why he is leaving when he was about to sit down and eat with her just now. Li Ming tells her sister to be careful around those lecherous people. Li Zhao informs her that that's her student, and Ming didn't expect the student to be hitting his teacher. Yuan is thinking that his relationship with Li Zhao is that of a teacher-student, so he gets ready to find a girl whom he can spend his money on. He bumps into someone, and it's his roommate, Huang Hebeo. He is like this because his crush went to see a movie with another guy. Yuan also knows about that crush of his, but Hebeo never had any dealings with her. Not even exchange a word. Yuan then notices something. 2 beautiful girls are coming their way, and at Hebeo's crush. Hebeo is happy to see that they only went to see a movie and didn't go to the hotel. Then Yuan gets shocked to see something he didn't expect. This girl, she also has a favorability point towards him, and it's even higher than teacher Li Xiao. 72 points. Her name is Fang Minhui, and they're talking about Shun Yuan and how he got dumped by his girlfriend. Her friend apologizes to her for introducing her to such a useless guy during their opening military training. Minhui approached Yuan and offered him a drink at that time. Her friend thinks that it was a good thing that Minhui and Yuan weren't together, or else 3 years of her youth would have been wasted. As her friend started to talk bad about Yuan, her favorability also started to drop. Yuan is also surprised to see the drop so fast, so he gets ready to do something before it hits the 0. So Yuan asks Huang if he could date Fang Minhui. Well, he doesn't mind as long as Minhui is not with the guy she want to watch movie, and his name is Li Zhangpeng. After hearing that Yuan quickly goes to approach Fang Minhui, Yuan stops Minhui, and she is surprised to see Shen Yuan calling out her like that. However, her friend is very protective. Yuan tells her that he has reserved a spot at a very famous Japanese restaurant and wonders if she is free tomorrow to come with him. She is surprised, and so her friend, because that Japanese restaurant is very famous and average spend starts at 1,000. He also informs her that he is buying a birthday gift for his sister and wants a girl help in that too. After he leaves, saying he will see her tomorrow. Now, she wonders what she should do. She want to watch a movie with Li Zhangpeng, and now Shen Yuan have invited to a dinner. Her friend thinks that she should go because that's a very famous restaurant. And even though Shen Yuan's family is bankrupt, but if his family even showed a little more success, Shen Yuan can easily leave Li Zhangpeng in the dust. So next day, they have come to that restaurant. The meal is served. She sits gracefully while telling Yuan not to waste his money like this when his family is having financial difficulties. And seeing that back of hers, oh boy, Yuan is doing his best to stay calm. He hasn't played poker in 2 months, so the excess energy is jumping inside of him. She asks him why he suddenly invited her to a dinner, and is it just to help him pick out a gift for his sister? He tells her that he always wanted to have dinner with her, but he didn't found the right moment until now. She gets sad, and the points start to drop. That was not the answer she wanted to hear. He then informs her that he still remembers the days that she used to buy him drinks during military training and stayed up chatting on WeChat at night. He always took that into account. She blushes after hearing that, and the points start to rise again. She looks happy. That's the answer that she wanted to hear from the beginning. Next, time to pay the bill, and the total is 2,920. But he is a member of the store, so the discount amount is 2,774. Minhui is surprised to see that he paid that much for their dinner. Her monthly allowance is only 3,000. The meal almost cost her entire month's living expense. Now she is finding Li Zhangpeng spending on her with a movie is kind of cheap, even though his family is rich. Yuan has received his money. His current balance is 131,356. The system notifies time task. Spend on an opposite sex partner with a favorability above 60 and win her favor. Triple refund will be given to the host. And for every 3 points increase in her favorability, the cashback is double additionally. He looks at Minhui, and her favorability has jumped to 76 points now. And she's also like, the more I look at it, the more appealing it becomes. Maybe that's the power of money. She grabs his hand and gets ready to lead him to pick out the gift for his sister. And there he sees his ex-girlfriend. Wanting is confused because Yuan is dirt broke, yet he is there shopping with a new girl. New guy is also surprised to see that broke guy with another beauty, while he spent so much just to get Wanting. Seeing those two there, Yuan gets ready to take Manhua to other stores, but the new guy stops him and tells him that they're already there so they should browse. Looking errand doesn't cost anything. Wanting comes to Manhua and tells her not to be fooled by Shen Yuan. Yuan asks her, what does she mean by that? Because he hasn't deceived anyone. Anyways, the attitude of these two, Yuan is disgusted by them. They're like match made in heaven. The system notifies him with a task, this time to rise negative emotions of the bystanders. And with every 5 negative emotions, his expense on opposite sex will be doubled in refund. And there is the negative points above Wanting and her new boyfriend. Yuan gets ready to make some money with the help of those two. He takes his girl to the same store those two are going. The staff working there knows Yuan, and the senior staff orders her junior to take care of Yuan because he's just going to look around and not buy anything. As for herself, she gets ready to take care of Wanting, who is definitely going to buy something. Junior is mad because that senior always takes the quality customer and leave the losers for her. Wanting has bought something, and the total amount is around 100,000. They also offer her some accessories that goes perfectly with bags. Manhua is also looking at some bags, and the staff lady is showing her attitude towards them. The bag is 50,000. On the other hand, new guy didn't thought that he would be spending 100K on just some bags. He thought she would just buy some 20K bag, but this is too much. Yuan gets ready to take 2 bags and add some accessories the other miss recommend. The two are shocked, and so Manhua and the staff lady. She thought he was broke, and the total comes to 131,000, and her attitude has also changed. He gives her his card. She is so happy to sell that much amount of product for the first time. On the other hand, Wanting is mad because she thought he was broke, and here is the spending monies on girl. Whatever is the one spending the money here. He doesn't need to inform her every detail about his finance. What's more, Yuan is sure that her new boyfriend can spend more on her because that 8 car cost is around 600K to 700K. Spending 100K to 200K on her should be nothing to her new boyfriend. Now she wants her new boyfriend to show his strength with money. But poor guy bought that 8 on a loan, and now he is thinking this, which is getting under his skin. He gets a call and leaves from there shouting at the one who called him for dealing on $1 million project without him. And it looks like her negative points have rise a little. He gives 1 bag to Manhua, but she doesn't want to accept it because it's too expensive. But he wants to give her because he caused her to be mocked and humiliated by those two. She accepts it, and he gives another bag also to her, but she thought it was a gift for his sister. Well, he doesn't know whether his sister will like those bags or not, but he is sure that Manhua is fond of those bags. She still doesn't want to accept it because those bags are way too expensive. He grabs her hand and tells her that it's okay, and if she refuses, he'll be heartbroken. Well, the task is completed, and he also managed to increase 15 negative points. So this time he is getting 6 times the amount he spent, and his account has been credited with 786,000. Current balance is 786,356. Next, Shen Yuan realizes that this girl is his money tree, and he is not going to let his favorability drop again. Now that they are done there, he gets ready to drop her to the school. He also controls himself, even though he seriously wants to play poker game. She's also finding him so different from Li Zhanpeng, who invited her to go to a hotel after watching movie. If Shen Yuan have done the same, she would really have done something. Yuan comes to the dorm. Li Zhanpeng and his friends are talking about how Zhanpeng is now dating Fang Manhua, the goddess of the classroom. Li Zhanpeng also deliberately raises his voice, saying that he is going to prepare a celebration, so call the whole class. Yuan's roommate is mad because that Li Zhanpeng is clearly aiming at their room by shouting that loud. Yuan tells him to relax, and that Fang Manhua will not end up with Li Zhanpeng. And he thinks that she will also not end up with Yuan because she rejected Yuan's invitation. He doesn't know the whole truth. Next, in Shen Yuan's home, his uncle named Uncle Shen Yao to have come to collect the debt. Yuan also arrived there. Father tells him to go to his room and don't disturb their meeting. Uncle is rude and behaving like a villain towards Yuan's parents. Mother reminds him that when Uncle needed the money, they were the one who gave him 300,000 to start his car wash business. And now they only borrowed 200,000 from Uncle, yet he hounds them repeatedly. Uncle tells them that they are relatives so they can settle things calmly. If they were outsider, they will get a real taste of debt collection. Mother is mad that Uncle wants to resort to violent debt collection. She is finally seeing the real face of the Shun family ungrateful wolves. Father stops her and gets ready to clear the debt with some pieces of gold jewelry. And when they got the money, he gets ready to buy them back for her. The system notifies Yuan that a perfect life should not bear debts. Time task. Repay debts for your family or yourself. Task reward. All repaid debts will be doubled back to the host. The first time repaying 200K will earn him 1 million in car exclusive spending credits. Well, he didn't need the system task to issue this task. He was going to pay the debt anyway. Mother takes out the gold jewelry and finds out that she lost 2 gold rings during the move. But that was not the case. It was her son who stole the gold ring to buy a bag for Zhou. He was such an unfilial kid back then. He comes inside and tells his parents that he has money, but they don't want his little money that is for him to buy meal in cafeteria. He tells his father to just listen to the sound of the money coming in your phone. Surprised, 200K have been credited in his father account. He informs them that he got that money from crypto, which he bought back when his father used to give him pocket money. Mother is happy that their son able to help them in their hour of need. They paid the debt, and Mother tells the uncle to scram from there, and in the future their family should keep in touch less. Uncle is shocked to see that they actually paid the debt. Mother throws that uncle outside. Uncle is confused about where did they got the money to pay him back. Did he messed up by trying to act tough back there? And did his elder cousin's family has made money from a new business? Is he about to get rich again? He slaps himself for acting without thinking about the future. Yuan received first the 400K and then the 1 million. His family is still in a lot of debt. He won't be able to clear them anytime soon. So he gets ready to use this money to make more money. But he gets ready to give 200K to his father, informs them he still has 200K and is ready to give it to his parents. Mother thinks that he should save it for now. The other debts aren't urgent at the moment. However, father wants him to give him 50K. He gives 50K to his father, and he remembers the way his father is asking for money. He used to use this same method back when he used to ask for money from his father. Next, he found his teacher on stairway, and she always looks amazing. He invites her to a meal to return the favor, then notices 2 sprinkle thing behind her. And it's Li Ming. Well, she's keeping her eye on him. He can't mess with her. He then quickly leaves from there saying he will invite her some other time. Li Ming is super sure that Yuan has some ulterior motives, but Li Xiao is fine, it's just a meal. And even if he has other intentions, she won't agree to it. Next, Yuan is outside, and he's feeling the hotness of the sun. He used to travel in his car with AC on and his one hand on his girl's thigh. He gets ready to buy a car and messages Fang Minhui. Her friend is surprised to see their relationship progressing so fast. But they're not even together, and there is no relationship. Her friend is sure that there will be one now that they're going to buy a car together. And she's also sure that there will be time when Yuan will be using those big boings. Next, they have arrived in the car dealership. The salesman there turns out to be Minhui's senior from high school who used to pursue her. Anyways, they're there to get the car, and Yuan have already decided which one he's going to buy. But the salesman is mad because that car is M9 and it's 500K with taxes and fees. It comes to verse 600K. And here this kid with his shabby clothes wants to buy one, just trying to show off in front of his Minhui. He is just happy to see that Minhui still looks like goddess. But now he is also earning 10K a month and working as a top sales elite at Ford's dealership with 200K cars. He is sure that he is a top choice for many girls. He invites Minhui to a dinner so they can catch up, but she is not free. Yuan asks him if he can test drive the car. The guy is mad because Yuan is disturbing his conversation with Minhui, and he's sure that Yuan can't even afford that car. He is just going to test drive and waste his time. So he informs Yuan that they don't have test car today because their boss took one out, but Yuan saw one before he entered the store entrance. So he comes outside of the car, calls the reception to reassign another salesperson he wants to test drive. A beautiful lady with glass comes introducing herself. Her name is Chun Na, and she is Tay sales consultant there. Looks like her beauty also surprised Shen Yuan. I mean, who won't be? Look at her. She wears glass and in a business suit and has curves all in right places. Smash. Next, the salesperson, his name is Qin Yang. His colleague thinks that he might regret by giving that customer to Chun Na if he actually buys the car. Qin Yang is sure that just a broke student bringing a pretty girl there to show off. Chun Na is very professional at her job. She informs him about every features and detail about the car. Yuan also finding her face, lips, and figure aren't any worse than Fang Minhui's. He also heard a news article about the auto industry, about female sales reps making transactions with male clients just to hit their sales targets. She asks him for his budget. He gets ready to take one right away if they have in their stock. She's shocked to hear that. No one has ever bought a car after just one test drive, and without even asking about the price. They don't have any in their stock, but another branch has one that a customer returned due to financial issues. If he wants, they get ready to transfer it there in 1 week. He gets ready to place his order, and she is happy to find an angel-like customer. She informs him that he will need to pay 50K first and gets ready to get the contract. She comes to the office. Qin Yang asks her how's the client's interest level, and she informs them that he bought it. They are shocked, but Qin Yang is sure that Yuan is just pretending. When it comes time to pay, he'll find some excuse and disappear. She then drops another bomb that he paid the full payment. Now Qin Yang just lost a huge deal, a massive loss. I mean, like a full payment, that's a lot of money. Next, Chen-Na gets ready to give him a ride if they need one. Min-Hui tells her that they will get a taxi. Looks like she's jealous. Chen-Na wonders if she just annoyed his girlfriend. Next, they get ready to go somewhere and eat, but she looks kind of down, so he asks her if she's not happy or jealous by any chance. He tells her that he was just discussing business with her and nothing else. But she noticed how happy he was when talking with that sales lady, and Yuan even scroll through her social media for ages. He informs her that it's just his habit. Every time he adds someone, he checks their movement, nothing else. She's feeling annoyed because they don't have anything going yet, but she's feeling jealous with how he spends money so easily. She's sure that other women will definitely be drawn to him. She gets ready to figure out a way to catch Shun Yuan tied to herself. He apologizes and gets ready to pick out a gift for her, but she already has 2 bags, and she doesn't want to keep spending his money and make him think she is too materialistic. However, he wants to give her more bags. There are 7 days in a week, and he wants her to give the bags so she doesn't need to repeat any. Next, they're in a restaurant. Yuan asks her if she wants to have cold drink or hot drink. She starts to overthink, wonders if he is indirectly trying to figure out if she is on her period. She orders cold drink. Yuan also confused to see that expression on Min-Hui's face, but it's already been 2 months, and he needs to release those energy, so he gets ready to let the misunderstanding escalate even more. Next, after 3 hours, he bought her a watch worth $12,800, bracelet $20,800, handbag $50,500, and the favorability has gone up to 81. And now she is thinking that he has bought her so many things in just 2 days. He spends so much on her. Yuan have also received the cash back. He already made $50K he gave to his dad, and even after paying the remaining balance for the car, he will still have over $1.6 million left to spend. He looks at Min-Hui and says, "How about you don't go back to dorm tonight?" She smiles, saying, next, he is taking a shower, and Min-Hui is texting her friend, informing her that she won't be coming to dorm tonight. Yuan comes out from the shower, saying, "Are you ready?" Min-Hui apologizes to her friend Ling Ling because Yuan have given her so much she can't reject him anymore. And this is what she texted her friend. Yuan starts the ritual, but she hasn't showered. However, he is liking her natural scent. "Shut up, bro. You just want to do it." And yeah, it happened between them. Next, half an hour later, looks like Min-Hui was a virgin, and she's thinking that her friend was right. This wasn't as scary as she thought. And Yuan didn't think Min-Hui to be that powerful. He is feeling exhausting. He hasn't been exercising enough. 2 months without doing it, and he is already this weak. Now she wants to go at it again. She is not done yet. He begs her to give him some time for a rest. But hey, look at her. She is strong and is ready to go right now. She wants to fight with him right now. Next, after that good night rest with Min-Hui, Yuan is feeling refreshed, and now he gets ready to pay off the loan he took from all those several loan apps and credit cards. He also borrowed 100K from his childhood friend named Liu Hang when Shun Yuan's family went bankrupt. All his former friends kept a distance from Shun Yuan. Only Liu Hang helped him without saying a word. His roommate asked him why he didn't come back to dorm last night, and has he seen the class group message? Li Jianping have booked a new car worth 280K, and everyone is talking about that car, and he has invited people to celebrate that. But Yuan is not going. Yuan get a message from Liu Hang calling Yuan to come and eat in his club, and they haven't seen each other for a long time. The system notifies mission. A perfect life not only requires the favor of the opposite sex, but also requires the support of a career, limited time mission. The host will receive 1 million exclusive investment funds, and all 1 million will be invested within a week. Task reward, business income obtained from any commercial activities can be doubled back in cash back. He gets ready to invest in Li Yu Hang's Qing bar, which is being renovated. He texted back to his friend. Next, Nanjing restaurant. Inside the Dragon private room, a guy giving the vibe of rich son, Lin Guangyao, asks Mr. Li to start the party. He is starving. Xia Haijia also thinks that all the important brother are already there, and Zhao Zhenggang also thinks the same. But Mr. Li is waiting for Shun Yuan. Guangyao, thinking Yuan is not even on their level, why even invite him? But that's his childhood friend, and in his important moment, he wants his childhood friend to be present, and he is treating them all. So he asks them to just enjoy and wait a little. Yao has brought a girl with him and is getting touchy with her in front of everyone. Yao asks his cousin Haijia about his girlfriend. Why is she late? Well, looks like she's stuck in a traffic. Yao seems angry because his cousin's family has always been a subordinate of his family. If it weren't for Yao, he wouldn't even be qualified to participate in this kind of situation. And what's more, his cousin has a beautiful girlfriend with a perfect body, especially the hip, hugging short skirt and white skirt. No man can resist that temptation. Anyways, his cousin and his girlfriend aren't married, so he gets ready to try his chance. Shen Yuan arrives there, and he is wearing a torn clothes. He informs Li Yuhang that the driver took the detour because of the traffic, and they end up in a different location. Yao laughs at Shen Yuan because they all arrive in their luxury car, and Yuan arrive in a taxi. Haiji's girlfriend also arrives, and she is Chun Na. Haiji introduces her to everyone, and that his girlfriend is a salesperson at a leading Ford store. Brothers who need to buy a car can look for her. He is also having the sudden sense of superiority because his girlfriend is prettier than all of the others. She notices Shen Yuan, but he didn't say hello, so she also treats it as the first time they met. Next, 40 minutes later, Yuhang asks them if anyone is interested in investing in his bar and make money together. The estimated cost is 2.4 million, and he'll give 30% of the shares, which is an investment of about 700k. He wonders if anyone is interested, but nobody wants to look at him. Yao wonders if Yuhang's father stopped giving him the money, that's why he needs an investment of such a little amount, 700k. Haijia doesn't want to participate because that's a 2 years of saving for him. Other ones just wants to eat. They didn't expect Yuhang to talk about money and investment. They came there to just for free meals. Yuhang is also surprised to see his friends like this. He can understand about Shen Yuan, but the others are all rich, and none of them are willing to invest in his bar. He is disappointed in his friends. Yao thinks that they are all in short of cash, so he doesn't think it's right time to invest, but is sure that they can all pool together tens of thousands to start first, and then Yuhang can pay them back when he makes money. Others also agrees with Yao, because they have seen Li Yuhang's investment level. His hot pot restaurant and KTV is a mess. They think that investing in that bar is like throwing money in the sea. Some are mad because they came to eat there and now they're talking about money when they all rely on their families for money. Li Yuhang is disappointed in these so-called brothers of his, especially Lin Guangyao, who isn't doing anything. Yuhang clearly said that he wanted to invest and hold shares, but Yao insisted on talking about borrowing money. Yao tells him that the talk about investments and shareholding is boring and they should just eat and drink and continue to have fun. Well, Shen Yuan have already realized that these people are all good for nothings who rely on their families to live a life of luxury. Li Yuhang leave from there saying they can have fun. He has some business to attend. Shen Yuan stops him and gets ready to invest in Yuhang's bar. Everyone goes silent for a moment in there, and then Yao laughs at Yuan for cracking that joke. They starts to ridicule him for saying something like that. Shen Na is confused about why they are saying something like that. She has seen Yuan's money firsthand. He just ordered a 600k car, so it should be normal for him to invest 700k for him. She wants to help Shen Yuan, but she is an outsider there, and if she rashly intervene and speak for him, she is afraid that it will cause him trouble. Yuan tells Yuhang to look at his phone. He has sent the money. Yuhang is shocked to see that the money has actually been transferred to his account. Yao asks what happened, and he shows the phone. Yao is shocked to see that Shen Yuan actually transferred that much amount just like that. He starts to count the zeros, and holy cow, it's actually 700k. Shen Na notices something. The air in the room seems to have changed the direction.